Chair recognizes Mr. Amo.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, Mr. Nathan, for being here. The U.S. International Development Finance Corporation's annual report details the ongoing work to support Ukraine's economic resilience as it defends itself from Russia's unlawful invasion. This report recognizes our government's commitment to using every available economic tool to attract private capital and support small and medium-sized businesses in Ukraine. You yourself, Mr. Nathan, have traveled to Ukraine several times since the Russian invasion to work with the local business community. I want to express my appreciation for your work to ensure that the $1.1 billion invested by the DFC is used effectively, as effectively as possible to support Ukraine's economy. But I'm also sure you would agree that more must be done to support our ally and help them prepare for the post-war recovery. The recently enacted Ukraine Security Supplemental Appropriations Act that I proudly voted for authorizes the DFC to use funds for economic support for Ukraine. I know you spoke a little bit about the energy sector now, but I'd love to hear a little bit about how the DFC plans on using the funds provided by Congress to increase private investments in Ukraine and bolster Ukraine's economy.
Well, you're exactly right. This is a high priority for us, and we're not waiting for some future date of reconstruction or recovery. We're focused now on helping the private sector. It helps keep people employed. It means businesses are paying taxes there. It helps produce the material necessary for the war that the Ukrainians are fighting for their survival and independence. We're doing this through support for some financial institutions, some existing and some new clients for us, by providing financial assistance to banks that can then on-lend to their customers. This keeps economic activity today going, which helps lessen the need for future recovery efforts. We're also focused on the agribusiness sector. This is a very important element of Ukraine's economy, and it has implications developmentally for the world in terms of supplying the food necessary to provide food security throughout the globe. So this is, for example, we made a $250 million deal with a chicken processing company called MHP, which is the largest chicken processor in Europe and is very important for providing food security in both Ukraine and beyond. And we're looking at many other deals using our risk mitigation tools like political risk insurance to help support the agricultural sector. We're also looking to provide political risk insurance to help. For example, we worked on a clinic called Superhumans, which is helping for amputees who were wounded in the war. And our political risk insurance helps the investment that's going into building this clinic. We have other insurance deals that can help build the economic infrastructure of Ukraine by making sure there's insurance available for businesses that are looking to invest and grow. So I could go on, but this is a huge area of priority for us and a personal commitment from me as well.
Thank you for those efforts. I want to shift gears slightly and try to squeeze another question in, but we know that the People's Republic of China Belt and Road Initiative is, operating in mass economic coercion, and we know its impact on the African continent, and it's really, been such a big presence in nearly every country in Africa receiving loans under this initiative. For example, in the country where my dad was born in Ghana, the Belt and Road Initiative has already provided about $2 billion in coercive loans for infrastructure projects. And now China is Ghana's largest creditor. And public opinion in Ghana is turning on the Belt and Road Initiative. I'd be interested in how the DFC can work to support countries like Ghana, so, models of governance, to help end their reliance on the loans from the Belt and Road Initiative.
Well, we need to keep upping our game. Last year, we did 46 transactions in Africa for over $2 billion in value, and I'm confident that this year we're going to do even more. We have some great projects in the works in Africa. There is a strong demand signal for higher quality, more appropriate, more respectful financing and project development through throughout Africa. When I meet with African leaders, they're looking to diversify their relationships, have new partnerships, extend friendship beyond what they have now. But it's incumbent on us to show up. That's what the DFC is all about. That's what this administration is making great efforts to make sure that our African partners know that we're interested in not just helping them, but working with them and partnering with them through business. I think that's the best way to do that. And that's what DFC is all about.
Thank you, and I yield back.